Hi, my name's Jeff Horton, and I'm the owner of the 100 Club at 100 Oxford Street, which is where I am now. And this is the first time I've been inside this because of the lockdown for quite a long time, but we had an idea for our socials between us that it might be quite nice while we're all stuck inside and unable to watch any music, to maybe make an extension of the book that came out 2 years ago called 100 Club Stories, which was made in conjunction with Fred Perry, and do a sort of audio version of one. So I'm going to get the ball rolling, and we've asked a number of friends of the club, performers, people who come here on a regular basis, punters, and bar staff, sound engineers, to maybe contribute with their particular story about the club. So I'm going to start with mine. And the day was the 27th of October 2000, and we were doing a show for a Lifetime Achievement Award for the Q Awards for my hero in music, a certain Joe Strummer. I don't think I'd ever felt as excited and nervous about a gig in my entire life. Joe meant everything to me. I was a massive fan of The Clash, and I was going to see him here in the flesh. And I remember coming to the club for the sound check and just being completely and utterly nervous as anything. And I remember he got off the stage just there behind me during the sound check, and he started walking over in this direction towards the gents' toilets. And as he walked past me, I meant to put my hand out to shake his hand, and I was so nervous that I just put my head to the floor, and he walked past me. And I remember thinking, Jeff, if you don't take this opportunity to say hello and introduce yourself to Joe, you will regret this for the rest of your life. And as these thoughts are going through my head, I hear the toilet door shut, and Joe comes out and walks towards me, and he's backcombing his hair in that kind of Jimmy Dean style that he had back then. And I went over to him and I said to him, Joe, I'm Jeff. I can't tell you what an amazing thing this is for me and for the club to have you playing here, because it means a massive amount. And the biggest compliment I can pay him, or any of the idols that I've met, and I've met most of them now, is that within around 5 seconds, I felt like I'd known him all my life. And the show was one of the greatest shows that I've seen here. And I've seen a lot, but that one was unbelievable. And the thing I remember as well about the show, the thrill of seeing one of my all-time favourite people, musicians here, was being at the bar over here and just drinking in, seeing this amazing performance from a hero of mine, when suddenly Joe starts shouting from the stage, Jeff, Jeff. And I'm just leaning against the bar, having a pint, assuming one of his roadies is called Jeff. And the crowd suddenly all turned around and looked at me. And one of the guys in the crowd went, Jeff, Joe wants you. So I walked over to the stage. And when I got here, Joe was about here. He said to me, Jeff, there's a guy lying on the stage. I think he's broken his leg or something. So immediately my security people were here, and we leant across and we pulled the guy over on the stage, and he looked at us and he just started laughing. And he just went, he was an Irish guy. It's all right, fellas. It's all right, fellas. It's Joe. I just wanted to touch his leg. And he got up and he ran and he said, that's it now. My dreams come true. And he just ran out the door and up the stairs. And It was just, yeah, magic. And so what I'd like to do to end this first little story with a bit of music is play a track from that night, which I must have seen it 1,000 times, and it still makes the hairs on the back of my head, on the back of my neck stand up. And that's Bindi Baji, live from the 100 Club on that October night in 2000.
And this guy comes up to me. He was just in from New Zealand, and he was looking for some mushy peas. I said, no, we don't get any of them around here. But we do got multi-musically Hindi doll, and I'm walking down the road. Rock soul, Bombay, Ducker, ship, beef, mouth comes with it over now. Bagel, soft or simply hard, exotic, I like I want touching it banana. Aki, lassie, Somali, wacky, wacky, I'll tell you know what chicken's all about. Oh, welcome, stranger. Every kind of food going round and round. Multi-Hindi, strictly Hindi, now, walking down the road. No stranger to this thing, there's no in the neighborhood. Rock soul, like a Bombay, duck, dripping spout, just with it or without. I was in a band, and he said, oh yeah, so what's your music like then? I said, well, it's kind of like, well, it's got a bit of a, it's sort of like, it's kind of like Raka, Branka, two-step, Branka, in the cab radio, rocking on the floor. Rocky, comfy, backseat, got a lot of players that I really like. Hip-hop, hip-hop, rockabilly, Lindy Hop, Gaily, and the metal band fighting in the rock. Then we are chewing gum users and Sunday boozers. They got a DJ really like. Oh, stranger. Welcome, stranger, to the humble neighborhood.